Hello, friends. It is Denise. Sorry, I'm scratching my elbow. Dry skin. It is Denise from Loving Life at 60ish. And my Etsy shop is fairyrosecottage.etsy.com. Keeping that in mind, most of the savings challenges you're going to see today are in that shop, fairyrosecottage.etsy.com. It's also down in the comments. Before I get started, yesterday I asked a couple of questions, and so far, there's a hair on my phone. So far, nobody had answered when I came to do this video. So I'm going to ask them at the beginning of the video. The first one was, do you set any type of goals, resolutions, intentions for the new year? You don't have to share them. If you want to, that's great, but you don't have to. But my question is, do you set any? Like, I know a lot of people don't do that. I, for one, have set them yearly since I was a kid, since I knew that you could do that, right? It's just something that I've always done. So I'm moving some stuff here because it's falling. So last year was a little different for me. As you all know, my husband passed away on December 23rd. And so when New Year's Eve came around, I was like, yeah, I got nothing. But what I chose to do was listen to my husband's words and what we had talked about together, and that was to get up, get dressed, and get out of the house every single day. Because he knew how I could be in my dark times, which I shouldn't even call them dark times. This has been dark this year, but in the past, it's just been, like everybody else, you go through kind of a funk, and I would just stay home and not do things. And so we decided that getting up, getting dressed, and getting out of the house every day was a good idea. And I have done that, except for one day last winter and today. Now, I got up and I got dressed, but I haven't been out of the house, as in gotten in my car and driven away from it. And I'm not planning on it. The weather was bad that first time. The weather is not great today. It's kind of it snowed, and then we got freezing rain, and now it's sort of rain, but the temperature is dropping, and so I'm not going anywhere. So, but otherwise I did pretty darn good on those goals. Probably the best I've ever done on New Year's goals ever in my life, which says something, doesn't it? That the push was being sure I was, one, making my husband proud, and two, not becoming a complete burden on my kids, basically. And making sure that, they knew I was going to be all right. So, so I was pretty impressed with that. I had some other goals as the snow was falling off the roof because it's so warm out in the rain. So I just keep hearing, it's like thunder in here when it does that. So, I did some other things, like they were sort of goals, planning my husband's memorial. In my one little word, course that I take, we used a bingo card, and I set up a bingo card for, it wasn't just for that particular month that they had presented it. I did it for the whole year, and I got several things on that bingo card crossed off, and so that feels good. So in that vein, am I setting goals for 2026? I'm setting goals. I don't know about New Year's resolutions. I tend to do goals and intentions. Um, I don't want to be a different person. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I would like to lose some weight, and yes, I would like to go for walks and eat better and organize my whole house and things like that. But um, I'm not sure that those are very beneficial for me, unless they are very broken down. Like 2 years ago, I did that I was going to do chair yoga for 30 days. And I did it for almost the entire year. I would like to do that again. Anyway, so my question to you was, do you generally set goals or intentions or resolutions at the beginning of the year? And then the other question I asked was, do you pick a word to walk with you through the year? My word for 2025 is glimmers. It definitely walked through the year with me. Glimmers were the heart rocks that I found, the music that Scott talked about, the red cardinals, the hearts in nature, all sorts of things like that I saw as glimmers. The butterflies that my mom talked about, and the wind chimes, and the deer that I think of my dad and now my brother when I see them. And boy, there are a lot of deer around this year. So anyway, I wondered if you pick a word. If you would like to share it in the comments, that's great. You don't have to share your word for the year. I have picked a word for the year, and I am going to be sharing it pretty soon. So yeah. Okay, so what we're doing today is I'm going to try to keep these videos a little shorter, and there's a lot to them. I need to decide what I'm going to do, speaking of goals, to start through the year. And I'm going to take some notes in here just if I need to remember to print something off or laminate something or, things like that. So I want to decide what of my savings challenges I'm going to do again this year and what new ones I want to work on. And so we're going to just start kind of a little bit, I think I'll try to do about a half hour, and then I will start back up again tomorrow. So we have some definites. We know that I am doing the monthly kits. Oopsies. Darn it. And I lost that pen. Wow. Yep, I did, didn't I? All right, let's try this one. So I need to put my glasses on, I guess. Definites. Monthly kits. I worked on that yesterday. I did a video of it. I got some more things in this bin over here I'm messing with is the bin that has all the current savings challenges generally. Okay. And then the other one that I know that I'm doing is the, maybe that's in the monthly. I can't remember where I put them. No. Let's see. No, that's while I'm doing this, I'll just chat. The thing is, I will, all of this will determine, you know, the money that I am able to have. Well, I don't know where I put it, you guys. Adventures out there. I'm looking for the walking one. Right there. It's all dependent on what I have for money, right? You know, I mean, I don't have a lot to put towards savings right now, but I have worked very hard on my budget, going through all the things that I've spent, and yeah. So we started in July with the saving step by step. We did July, August, and September. I have a record for October and November, and of course, December's almost done. And so the step-by-step challenge, I'm going to continue doing by step. And I'm going to take it right into next year. So I have some more of them there. Oh, and then it's the rest of them. So I need to cut out next 6 months. Is that right? October, November, December. Oh no, I guess I need January, February, and March. It's got to be here somewhere. All right, we'll find it. So that's a definite. The other definite is minis. Because the minis are used to fund the yearlies. So we are going to continue with the minis. I'm going to put that in there for now. And that means we are also going to do the yearlies. Okay, so we're going to start with that one. I'm missing some of my binder clips because I was working on a project and I needed a couple of binder clips. So I will fix that. The yearlies, let's see if I can find well, I don't have any different color pens that aren't going to Okay, that's all right. Let's see. We're going to do a to-do here. To-do. Okay, the yearlies. We need to erase everything because we did take the money out. And that's the step-by-step challenge. The step-by-step cut out other 9 months. And the yearlies are right here. We need to, there were a couple that we needed to add to the yearlies that, of course, oh, right here. Tires. Now, I got tires, as we know, and I paid for it with my credit card. And so I'm not going to put that on there, although I do have to pay for it. Heat pump. Clean. And snow plowing. And shovel. I need to make these for yearlies and erase all this. So that's where we're going to start. I also need a dashboard for the penguins, I guess. Okay, oh, I see. I decided to use this for snow plowing and shoveling. It's not enough, though. So this one would probably be better for the heat pump, to be perfectly honest. You know what? So we're going to cross out heat pump because it's probably about 225-ish. And then we'll do a new one for snow plowing. I've got so many Post-it notes over here that need to be thrown away. Heat pump maintenance. It is cold in this room, so the heat is shut off in this room. And I guess I didn't really realize that. Hello, Denise. But I mean, it makes sense because I'm not in here, a lot. And so it's better for the heat to go towards, I'm going to shake you guys a little bit. Go towards other rooms, right? Okay, this is heat pump maintenance. And we have emptied out this, so we are, ooh, I brought a water bottle in. Eli, if you're watching this, the water bottle smells like fabric softener. he and I took fabric softener to a lot of Disney princess dolls. Boy, it was a while ago. I don't know. Was it the first of this year, maybe? And boy, the house smelled like fabric softener for a very long time. Okay, so we're not going to worry about tires. I do need to pay them. I need to pay that. Actually, it looks like I've got to do a different one because the furnace was almost $300. So I'll have to fix that one too. I'm just going to add that there. This one needs holes, and that can be thrown away. I mean, these are the simplest ones to do, right? Because I know I've got these yearly fees, and so I have to somehow save the money for them, right? I know I want to do the monthlies the monthly kits, because, who wouldn't? Ooh, sorry. Squeaky. So I've been unpacking my kitchen today and wondering where the heck I'm going to put it all, which is funny because I think there's more cupboards than there was. So I'm just erasing all of these because we took the money out. And so we need to start all over again. I also know that I'm going to do some form of renovations and some form of vacation. So I will have to have a filter for them. So I'll still do the Disney games and savings challenges. Boy, yearly vet bill. My yearly vet bill was $1,800 this year, and this is only $600. I mean, hopefully that won't happen again. There was a lot of tests done, a lot of blood work and stuff like that. So I really can't do much in this until I do some Monday minis. Amazon Prime is now $150, I think. And I am not eligible for the senior citizen thing. They do have a senior citizen price, but you have to have a lower income than I have. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 70. So that's 140. I really need 150. We have 167 balloons here. We didn't get very many colored, did we? This feels so good to be looking at this and realizing what needs to be done and where the money is going to go. I will say, since I worked on my budget, very late at night, a few nights, what I realized was, I realized a lot of things, but what I've realized since I worked on it is I have some money left over this month, which is not very usual, especially in December. But I've been more conscious of what I'm spending the money on, and it looks so good that, I mean, there's not a lot of money, but there's enough. This $250, it's not gonna be $250. I think it's $170 something, maybe $180. But I also have a vanity plate now on my car. It says, it's the Lobster Lighthouse one for Maine, and it says, "Me to you," which one of my bracelets also says that, "Me to you." It is what Scott would say to me when I would say, "I love you." And he has always said it since we met. I'd say, "I love you," and he'd say, "Me to you." Or "you to me," if he was trying to confuse me, right? And so, yeah. And that's like $47 a year. So I do need to make sure I have that money too. And I think that there's enough padding on that I will. So this one is ready to go when I have some money to put into it. And I was going to look, guys, because I feel like I finished a couple of minis this month and I have not. Oh, yeah. What have I got here? I've got Christmas savings, more Christmas savings, more Christmas savings. Oh, and a renovation and vacation. Okay, never mind. I thought I had some minis. The minis are over there. And I wrote those down as a definite, right? Yes. And then this one. These won't go in here, but for now, I'm just going to set them in there with it. I believe that I am going to continue with the up one and add some new pages for renovations. I do like doing this one. Oh, I'm going to think about that one though. The princess one, I'm not sure. I think I might take some of the games out of it and use it somewhere else. Game night. Let's see. I believe that that's empty too. Yes. So let's, what else did I say? Definites, monthly kits, step by step, minis and yearlies. And holidays, we are definitely going to do holidays. But I want some new, I'm going to go and, holidays. The first holidays I'm going to use is my new December kit. So I need to get that on board. December kit for holidays. And then, so I'm not going to worry about this one yet. I mean, obviously I am going to do some of these, but I want to start small because that's all I've got is small money. So, and in that vein, I wanted to look at something else. I have my monthly kits up. Saving in November is that one. I just want to see something. I don't want to reinvent the wheel over and over and over again because I don't have the money to do that. Finances are very big for me and weighing on my brain a lot right now. So what I'm wondering is, could I use the Up mini kit, the Up monthly kit for November as my renovation receptacle right now? Oh, I don't even have my calculators in the living room too. Don't touch the jug is another one that keeps going. And I just happened to think of it because I've got some change over here and I've got some in my purse that I want to put in. $105 and then $130, $139. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys, is because I'm starting off January with a whole new set of monthly kits. I am going to use the Up monthly kit, the November one, for my renovation money right now. So when I do the other box kits, I won't be doing this one. Let's see. Renovations. I will be putting, when I have renovation money, I will be putting it in there. Like right there, I have $72, so half of that I'd play in there. I like that idea. Okay. And then the December one's going to go for Christmas. All right. So we're going to say up monthly kit. Darn it. I'll have to edit this today. Up monthly kit goes to renovations. My alarm just went off to give my little dog her medicine, her seizure med. Okay, so that makes good sense. So the other thing I'm going to need is this, and I'm not going to use that right now. What is the one? And this. What did I use to do my vacation one? Okay. So the vacation one, we will definitely do too. They're just going to be smaller and take longer to do. I'm going to use the Disney vacation stuff, but I'm not necessarily saving for a Disney vacation. I'm just going to be saving money. So, but what I'm going to need to do is a games book. So, games. And this is a lot of challenges. I think what we'll do is do the games book and then maybe end here and start back up again. I don't know. Tomorrow I'll probably do Tiny Tuesday instead of Magical Mini Monday. Oh, sorry. I must be shaking everything. So this is all games. And I have more games. I think I'm going to add in, I'm going to break up my villain book and my princess book and put those games in here too. The games. And then the savings challenges from them, I will put in the other one that I do. There's Super Mario. This one doesn't need to be washed. This one does. How many of you are starting fresh in now for savings challenges? Either you finished all the ones you were working on, or you had to do what I had to do and empty them out in a bit of a panic, but a thankful gratitude, full grateful heart that you even had the money to do that with. And so you're starting new. I do feel very grateful because, 2 years ago, I wouldn't have had any money to do this. Okay, Clue is in there. So I'm going to go through my shop and see what other games I have, because this isn't all Disney games. What other games I have that I can add to this book. And then we'll pick 10 games to play on game night. And I know I'm making you guys dizzy. And like, we haven't played this one, the domino game, in a very long time. It saved a lot of money. I'm also considering a 52-week one with one of the card games. I don't know yet. I actually wondered something. Where are they? Right here. You know the flashcard games that I have? I have some new ones to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 8 is, oh man, I hate, 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 8. 9 times 9 is 81. 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63 is 9 times 7. 9 times 8 is 72. So there's 72 on here, which we only need 52 weeks. But I was actually thinking about using one of those flashcard ones because I have some new ones to make for a 52-week one. But I don't know. My tic-tac-toe. The frog princesses. This is low income or low budget, and this is higher budget. This one was a great one for 52 weeks. This one is the one that I did for 52 weeks the last time. Lucky draw. And it was perfect. I would make the king and the queen and the jack lower. This time. Like the ace, I did a D20 dice. But I would probably do the ace as 1. And the jack, something 6 or under. Because it was hard to come up with the money for the jacks and the kings and the queens. Okay. All right, guys. Shut the box, of course. Can't play games without a shut the box. But, like, I might do the bell, shut the book, or the up, pop the balloon, or something, just to change it up a bit. But this book got a lot of games, and I think what I'll do is I will put them all in here, and then we'll choose 10 of them the first time we play and put them in the front of the book. These ones save a lot of money. This one is a lower budget one. I have to keep cutting this up. I guess I need more Mr. Cleans. I have to let the little girls out. In the rain, they are not impressed. I stood outside with Penny for almost it was over 10 minutes, and she and I were soaking wet. But she would not go pee, and she's been trained to use a pee pad, but she also knows how to go outside too. And when she first was here, she was going outside, And then she got a UTI. This is my dog, my new dog. She got a UTI and she started peeing in the house. Once I realized what was going on, I put a pee pad out, and she was very good at that. But I don't want to be picking up pee pads. And so my assumption is the UTI is cleared up. She's done with the medication. And she needs to step it up. We stood outside for 10 minutes waiting for her to pee. At least 10 minutes. I was soaked right through my coat because I didn't have a raincoat on. I had just my winter coat. And you know how the rain drips off your coat onto your pants? So my pants were soaked. My sweatshirt that I had on was wet. She was soaked, and she's got a lot of fur. And she was very unhappy. But you know what? She finally peed. I've never had a dog that has had that type of an attitude about peeing. Like my other two little dogs, Willow and Merida, I let them out. They pee, they poop, they come in. And then at 1 o'clock, they go out, they pee, they come in. They don't mess around, especially this time of year. Now, in the summertime, they like to chew on grass and stuff, but she is something else. Still waiting to hear what part Eli got in SpongeBob, the musical. It's an older cast. He'll be one of the younger kids in this cast. Not the youngest, but younger. Yeah, all of these are in my shop. Rapunzel, Royalty. I knew this would take a while. That's why we're going to finish up with this one, and then my next video will probably be the minis. And then we're going to work on finishing up the challenges I'll be using. It may end up being that I've got too many, and I'll have to whittle it back a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to do a schedule and see on my calendar and see how it will work. And then I also need to spend some time cleaning up this disaster in here. I'm going to have to go too because my wrist it's a lot of wiping down. I don't remember if I told you guys that we went on a horse sled ride Saturday. One of the coldest days we've had. I had my heated vest on and my winter coat and mittens and 2 pairs of socks and hand warmers and the whole thing. And we had such a good time. I think I did tell you about it in my video yesterday, because there was a goat that basically thinks that he's the tour guide. And come to find out, he doesn't like to be alone. There are no other goats. There's only the 2 horses. And he doesn't like to be left by himself, poor little guy. Which I don't blame him. I get that. So he usually goes on most of the trail trips. And he's right underneath their hoofs the whole time. Right up front. And they're so gentle. I guess, though, he really hurt himself. Broke his leg or something on a trail a year or two ago. But he hasn't seemed to learn. I think that's it, guys. Yes. Okay. So truly, it starts with shut the box. Games. I'm going to print off games. Print off. All right. Let's see. Where were we playing that one? In the games? Yes. And nope. We had a couple of other games too. Yep. That game. This, nope. That game. Okay, so we still have quite a bit of clearing off to do. I hope this makes sense. I am going to go now because my hands are frozen, my wrist hurts, and the dog needs her medicine. And I will see you real soon. You all have a great rest of your Monday and take care. See you real soon. Happy savings. Bye.